Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is going to be a Heritage unboxing, and I also got another package. And I went to my local comic book shop and got some, new books that I like collecting, mainly cover art. So I'm going to do this unboxing a little bit differently. I'm going to show the comic haul that I got. Then I'm going to show the random box that came, and then I'm going to show the Heritage box. So I kind of wanted to get into a little bit of discussion on modern comics, and I kind of want your feedback in the comments below what you think about modern comics. Is there things to buy in the modern age? Are you mainly buying stuff from the golden age or silver age or bronze age? What age do you buy comics in? Like it seems like people have like a preference. I'm kind of one of those people that like all comics. I buy like pretty much everything. So I just wanted that kind of feedback, and I'll try to cater the channel a little bit to that, but don't count on it. I buy a lot of stuff, and I'd like to show like modern stuff too. Um, so yeah, so here's some of the ones that I picked up. These were free. This is uh Wonder Woman Tempest Law yeah, not lost, but lucid, lucid. Yeah, so it's a Wonder Woman, just a free Wonder Woman, and then there was another Wonder Woman Day, special edition. And I just thought that was kind of cool. So if they're gonna give me Wonder Woman for free, I don't mind. So I got a couple Wonder Womans, and then we got Vampiverse. I just like this cosplay cover. And Magic Order came out with a volume 2. So this is volume 2 of Magic Order. Magic Order is kind of interesting. So I heard that they're going to make a series about it. I don't know when that's coming out. But the fact that they came out with the volume 2 kind of implies that it's going to be soon, that they'll be coming out with a series for this. I have volume 1, and this is volume 2. So Magic, the Order. And then I felt like I should get this. This is a refrigerator full of heads. This is the A cover. Actually, I had the B cover because I thought the B cover was better. But I figured the A cover kind of was a good one to get. So I just decided to get that as well. And then we got DC Horror Presents and Soul, I think it's Soul Plumber. I think he takes out demons or whatever from people. He goes around cleaning people's souls, basically. And then we got some more Vampverse. This is just like an alternative cover. Now this is actually an homage cover to, I think it's Vampirella number 6 from the original magazine, the Warren magazines. So this is, I just really like this cover. This is a really nice cover. If you can see, I don't know. I'll zoom in a bit more. So I thought that was quite nice. And then we got Sheena number 1. This is a new series for Sheena. This was like a variant cover. I think it's like the 1 in 25 or something like that. I don't know who did the art though. If anyone knows who the artist is, I thought it almost looked like Campbell. It's hard to see. It's like I'm a Mylar. But whoever knows the artist, put it in the comments below because I'm very curious. I really like the artist. And then we got Archie did like a new series, Archery Sorcery, Chilling Adventures in Sorcery. So I thought that was interesting. That's I'm not sure if this is the A cover or the B cover, but it's a one-shot and it's got an A cover and potentially this is the B cover. I'm not sure. Or this might be the A cover and that might be the B cover. I don't know. But I just thought it was kind of interesting. I kind of like Sabrina as an Archie character, so I thought that was kind of cool. And I've been picking up this series. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I thought it might be interesting. This is Amazing Fantasy number 4, and it's a 5. There's 5 in the series, so it's up to number 4 right now. It's a limited series. Next one was another Sheena. This is the cosplay cover. So I'm gonna show a bunch of Sheenas, so I bought all the different covers basically. Then we got I think it's Bosch, the cover variant. I think I forgot her name. But she's the one that does this kind of 2D art style. Very hot artist right now. First it was Peach Momoko. Now it's this artist that's kind of popular. So this kind of 2D almost looks like a sticker kind of art style. That's Sheena number 1, and then we got the Rush number 1. And this cover is a little bit sexy. I'm gonna semi-censor it. This is Philadelphia, number 18. I thought it was a really great cover though, very gory. And then I got Jennifer Blood. This is number 2 of Jennifer Blood, just like the cover. And I got the other cover as well. So I don't know which is the A or B covers, but this is just the different covers. Might even say. Nope, doesn't say. Jennifer Blood, number 2. And that's it. So I picked up those ones. And now I'll show you the first unboxing. It's a slab. They actually, you can tell that they originally bought it from Lone Star. You can see that, Lone Star. And let's see. Lone Star Comics is my comic shop. Okay, actually they bagged and boarded it really, really well. Okay, so really nice. It had like an extra little thing in there to protect it. And this is a really great comic. It's not in high grade, but it is great. This one is Shock Suspense Stories number 14. And this was used a couple times in terms of leading to the Comic Book Authority. This book was used in the Reader's Digest. What happened was, not only was there the Seduction of the Innocent book that came out and kind of led to the Comic Code Authority, but there were other people at the time. It was a big deal. It was not just like one book caused the end of the golden age. It was other people that were commenting about how violent and scary and crazy comics were. And there was an article that was published in Reader's Digest that also had a huge influence. You got to remember, Reader's Digest was huge. It was in every home, every doctor's office had Reader's Digest in it. And they did a story where they're basically saying, hey, this is the comics that your kids are reading. And, you know, they mentioned this book. They mentioned 3 books, actually. I'm still trying to get the third. But this one is was mentioned in it because there's like a little girl. No, there was a girl, I should say. She wasn't little. She goes off and marries some guy. She murders her father as a result. You know, he was like one of those, he wouldn't allow her to marry the guy that she wanted to marry because he was Mexican or something like that. And so there's the racial thing. And then there was like the fact that she murders him, shoots him through a window or something like that, you know. And, you know, it's kind of he gets shot through the window even on the cover. So they thought this was not appropriate for kids. And but it's a great cover, I think. It's by Wood, Wally Wood. You know, I think it's quite cool. So I love these ones that have that little bit of history behind them. And that's from EC Comics. Some people like me to show the back. Here's the back. I figure I should show the back. And I'll show the front one more time. I'll zoom in so you can kind of see. No, he's getting shot through the window. So, yeah, so that was one of the ones that was kind of major in terms of leading to the Senate hearings. And it was actually brought up again at the Senate hearings. So kind of a major book, kind of under the radar, but it's one that I picked up. Even mentions from CDC that it says used in the Senate investigation hearings. So kind of cool. Okay, so now let's get into this box. This is the big box, and this is basically boxes of all my stuff that I've been ordering from Heritage. Now, I haven't been ordering as much from Heritage because of the fact that I found that the pricing is getting pretty crazy. it's really competitive on Heritage, and sometimes you don't get the comics, even though you think you're bidding a reasonable price. Prices go way above what what you expect. Actually, I was bidding on the Crime Patrol, and they suggested the value was like $800. So I actually bid $1,500 on this book. Okay, so this is Crime Patrol 15, first appearance of the Crypt Keeper, and I bid $1,500. I thought, oh, I'm gonna totally win it. It showed no bids. It actually showed it as being just $500 was the bid, and it was only me that had bid. So, I was going to easily win. But then the day of the auction came, and the price went up to almost 11,000. So, yeah, I didn't win. I didn't win that one. So it's amazing how the pricing can be really, really high on certain key books. I wish people would not like the same books that I like. It seems to be the case. They chase the same books that I'm chasing. So I'm going to open this up. Okay, I got to kind of do it over offside here because it's a little awkward. So we got one stack thing. Problem is they put all these little chips inside and it's just going all over my floor. Okay, one sec. Two more. And last one. Okay, so I did that, made a huge mess. I'll put that over there. So there's 5 of these bundles. I don't know why they bundled them all separately like this, but maybe just to protect it. So they're doing a good job protecting the comics. So I gotta kind of slice and dice a bit here. Okay. So you can hear me just slicing up this bubble wrap. Okay, so we'll get into it. The first one. I have a feeling that this is the more modern ones. There were some modern comics in here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. This actually is a lot of comics. Okay, a lot of comics. Okay, interesting. So the first one, let's see if I can... Wow, I'm making a total mess of my floor. Just a whole bunch of wrap just went onto my floor there. So the first one is Planet Comics number 53. This is a really great cover. I'm not sure if you can see it. She's like in bondage. You got people on the back, and they're on these kind of, looks like pillars or like tubes or something. And they're all like, being like sort of attached to those pillars. And this one is mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent. So this is a really rare comic. I've actually seen it twice. It's currently on eBay in a higher grade. I bought the lower grade just because I wanted to save some money. I think it's like $1,500 on eBay right now for a 7.0. This is like a good, and it was much cheaper. So I figured I'd just save a bit of money, buy lower grade. I know it's not always the best way, but sometimes you got to save a bit of money. You can't get everything in high grade. So yeah, I'd love to hear people's feedback about that. Would you rather get like 10 comics that you really love, or one comic that you really love but in high grade? Which do you prefer? So I kind of prefer to get more volume, I guess, more quantity than quality. Which is not necessarily the best way to collect, but it's the way I collect. I just like to have so many different books in my collection, and I like to get a lot of these Seduction of the Innocent books, and there's just so many that the only way I can afford them all is to buy them in lower grades. So this is a great book that was mentioned in Seduction of the Innocent, and it's got great art, actually. It's pretty cool cover. Okay, so that's that one. And then I got a lot, and these are again low grade, but I've been trying to get this book and I can never seem to get it. So sometimes you have to get whatever comes up. And this one is really beaten up. It is Daredevil number 7. This is a major issue, a key issue for Daredevil. This is where he gets the red costume. Originally when you see Daredevil, he's in the yellow costume. and this is where he finally gets the red costume. And it's also a cool issue because it's him fighting Nemo. So, Submariner, right? So, you know, double key on that one. And it's one where it's one that I always seem to have issues getting, and I picked up these two comics for $100, so I was like quite happy. This is very low grade. It's complete though. I'd say it's like a 1.5, so it's maybe a 2 if it looks maybe a 1.5. It's like pretty low grade, but that was that one. And then it also, the lot that I got for 100 was also included this one, Daredevil Man Without Fear number 13. Now I'm not sure if there's anything special about this, but it is Khazar's origin story. So if Khazar ever goes anywhere, this is his origin story. So that's kind of cool. So that's that. Now this is a big one. This is actually, the weird thing is I could have gotten this cheaper in lower grade. So I just went on about how sometimes I buy like cheaper, lower grades and to save money. Well, I kind of did the opposite on this one. I bought this in a higher grade. It's a 5.5, which might not sound like a higher grade, but I could have gotten a 2 for about a third of the price. But this is Nickel Comics number 1, and this is the first appearance of Bullet Man. So not the best character in the world, but kind of cool. Kind of, I think it's kind of funny. He goes around with this crazy bullet helmet, and he just flies around, and you can see he pierced through the ship. It's kind of cool. So this is the first appearance of Bullet Man. So this is from 1940. And to get it in a nice high grade like this, or reasonable grade, I should say. Let me take it out of the plastic so you can see it a bit better. It's quite nice. It really presents well. Like even though it's like a 5.5, it presents like an 8. It's really nice. It's just the spine, and you can barely see that there's some issues with the spine. It's not major issues even, but it really does present very nicely. Very, very clean book. You can see the back. Maybe because of a little bit of tanning at the bottom there, it lost a bit of its grade, but man, it's a really nice book. So this is Bullet Man's first appearance in Nickel Comics number 1. So very cool book to add to my collection. I was very excited to win this. Actually, I didn't even think I was going to win, because even the price that I did pay, I think it was around $1,100, and that's with the buyer's premium. I didn't think I was going to win it for that. I was like, oh, I won. how cool. I was very excited because it's such a cool book. Now, I'm going to censor this one a bit. I've been picking a lot of these up. You'll see it in my other unboxing. This is Naughty and Nice number 1. And this is just the naughty version of it. I had to censor it a little bit. But it's signed by the artist and creator. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I picked this up cheaply. Sometimes like these modern ones, you can pick up really cheaply on Amazon. Not Amazon, on Heritage Auctions. One sec here. I'll just kind of hold it in. It's very nice. It's a very nice cover, actually. So not a bad series. I read it, actually. It's kind of funny. It's like they're basically sisters, and one's naughty and one's nice. That's their names. And they're basically assassins, and they go around killing people that are bad. So just kind of a sexy comic and kind of interesting. So I liked it. I like good girl art, so you'll notice that with me. Okay, so next, there's still 4 more bundles to go. So as I said, it's when I buy things on Heritage, I kind of let them stack up, and then I get it sent out to me. So this is like multiple auction wins for like over a period of a month or something like that. Okay, so, but a lot of really great stuff. I always try to buy like the cooler things on Heritage. And this next one is no exception from that. And I got this one really cheaply because people on Heritage are a bit snobby. and when they see these kind of purple labels, this is a purple label, they don't generally bid on it. So I can get a bit of a steal if it's a purple label. And this one I got for under 100. I think it was like under $100. So I was like quite happy. This is a Rangers Comics number 10. And it's just this really great bondage, good girl art. Like Rangers Comics had a bunch of really, really great good girl art covers. So you got there's a bunch of elements that I really love on this cover. I like these like really old school racist things where it was like war propaganda. So one of the things you do during the war is you want to demonize your enemy, right? You gotta show them in the worst light. So they always show like the Japanese soldiers as having like this kind of really overly Asian face, like almost like Fu Manchu style face, and like the big buck teeth, and just looking like some evil character. Like, and that's war propaganda. It's like, I love Japanese stuff. So I think it's funny that they really demonize these people because you're going to war, you got to think of your enemy as being some evil character. If you think that they're just like you, well, it's really hard to kill somebody that's just like you. So yeah, so I always think that war propaganda is really interesting. I really enjoy it. Nowadays, people are also sensitive and politically correct, but I think people should understand the history behind books. That sometimes you got to understand that history. It's really interesting. So there's just so many elements to this. Like, the Japanese guy's got her in bondage. The hero guy whacks him across the face. Just lots of really great elements. It is a low grade. It's a 1/8. It's restored. The restoration includes a small amount of color touch and pieces added to the cover. So you got like this piece, you can see it right here, where it's been added to the cover. And that it is the reason it's restored. It's obviously been glued or taped to the cover. But the cool thing is, in a low grade, just so you know, when you get restoration, if it's in a low grade, doesn't really impact the price too much. So a 1/8 restored and a 1/8 unrestored or blue label, very little price difference. Very little. You're paying almost the same. So I didn't mind the fact that it was restored too much. And the main thing I'm looking at is the presentation. So I look at this part and I say, oh, it looks great. I don't like this, of course, at the top. I don't like that. But I think that the main art shows well. And that's really what I'm interested in. So I just really like this cover. I thought it was really cool. Okay, so there's that one. And got a slice. Okay, so you can notice like I bought a bunch of lots. It's, as I said, it's several months worth of Heritage Auction wins. The funny thing is I bid on like about 20 different books and I'll win just like one. And even that one I'll be surprised if I win. Sometimes it's... Okay, so this next one is a really great one. I kind of see this as a bookend kind of cover, and I'm probably wrong on this, but I see it that way, and I'll explain. So this is another one with... This is Archie number 53. And this is another one with Archie, with Betty, I should say, on the couch. Now, if you look behind me, where is it? Right up. Maybe you can't see it. I'm not sure if you can see it. Oh yeah, you can. If you look up that way, I'm kind of pointing. You can see another Archie, and that's Archie 50, and that's my favorite Archie cover. And that's another Betty on the couch, and she's kind of like talking on the phone. I kind of see it as similar to this one, and I kind of see these as almost like bookends. So this is Archie number 53, and that's Archie 50. Okay, I kind of see them, I don't know, as being a set. I don't know why I see it that way, but I do. So this is her writing in her diary. Dear diary, I had the most wonderful day today. Archie was with me all day. I wonder if I did wrong by telling him Veronica was coming down with the measles. Okay? So just kind of a cool cover. The main problem with this cover, in terms of why the grade, it's like a 2.5, is that if you look down here, it looks like something got peeled off, or like there was some kind of damage that was done at the bottom, just at the very bottom of this book, and that really killed the grade. So other than that, though, it presents really, really well. It does have some staining along this side, but other than that, really does present really well. It's a very pretty cover. And I can show the back for those people that like to see the back. And this is from 1951. And I just really love these early Archie Golden Age comics. They're just really quite cute. And I love the innocence of them. I like that kind of good girl art, but innocence. I kind of like it. Okay. Okay, so more more cutting. Okay, let's get into this next comic. Oh, well, this one I got for a steal. I got this so cheap, and it's but again, as I said, people are a little snobby on Heritage. When they see that purple label, they don't touch it, and I don't mind. I'm I'm like, if I'm gonna get like something for a steal, like like just a really great price, and it's got the purple label, I don't mind. I don't mind. This one, you really got to look at the notes. So this one has slight to moderate restoration, and the restoration was some color touch. And if I brought my little flashlight, I could show you the color touch. But I believe there's something right there where there's a little bit of a marker or something. But I'm not sure what the color touch is. I would have to kind of get the flashlight out and take a look. But this one, it was under $100. I think I paid $70 for it. And it's just a great cover. It was a pure cover buy. This is Strange Suspense Stories number 21 from 1954. So it's pre-code horror, and it's in a high grade. It's a 5.0. And I don't believe that the grade was impacted by the restoration. It wasn't like they restored it a lot and then got it to that grade. I think it's like a little bit of moderate restoration where there is that color touch. I'm not keen on purple labels, but I do see them as a buying opportunity. I do see that you can save a few dollars just by getting that purple label. And I don't like it as much as the blue label, just like everybody else, but if I can save a few dollars, I don't mind. So this is just a really great good girl art cover too. So it's got that good girl, pre-code horror, lots of stuff going on with this book. And it's another cool fact about this book in particular that I think makes it cool is it has a Joe Shuster art. So the guy that created Superman, well, this is his art. So I thought that was kind of cool too. So a lot of really great stuff going on with that book, and I was so happy to get it for just a real steal. It was like $70. Usually, in that grade, even with the restored, you're looking at a couple hundred, $200 to $300 for that book. So get it for under $100. All day long, I will do that. I don't mind. I really like that book. So. And the last but not least. Okay, so I've been buying a lot of Golden Age good girl bondage covers, and I like ones that have just really kind of just out there kind of cool covers. And one that kind of fits that is this one. This is just a really awesome cover. It's Wings Comics number 91. Okay. And it's the girl, she's like attached to the missile. And I bought this for $300. Like if you know this book, that's a really great price. This is, I think it's Bob Lubber's cover. And it's just a really great cover. She's got the torn dress. She's attached to a missile, a V9 missile. It's just, it's just so awesome. And, it's like, she's in bondage. There's a missile coming down too. Like, not only is she attached to a missile, but there's a bomb coming down. She's going to die in like about 20 different ways, right? And it's just a really great cover. It's like this nice yellow cover. Um, just a really great cover. So I was quite happy. This is from 1948. Uh, so really, just a really great cover. Bob Lovers does a lot of these Wings fight comics, and a lot of these really, really great Good Girl art covers. Another really great Golden Age artist. And I've been trying to pick up a lot of his kind of key books from those different series. So this is one of them. So there's the back as well. So this is Wings Comics number 91. And I'm not going to buy all the Wings comics or all the Fight comics or all the, Ranger comics, but I like to buy key ones that have those really great covers. The Good Girl art, maybe some bondage cover, Women in Peril. This is like a Women in Peril cover as well. They say classic bondage cover in the CGC notes, but I would consider it, that is one of the elements, but it's also that woman in peril. And that's kind of a key thing that people look for, right? That woman in peril kind of cover. So this has been my unboxing / comic haul. I kind of wanted to build up to this last book because it's a great book. I mean, I really love this book. I just really like this. Is one of my favorite covers from the Wings series. So there's this one, and there's another one that I really like. I'm pretty sure it's from Wings, where it's like a nurse and she's attached to the propeller. I really like that cover as well. So yeah, so those two covers would be my favorites. Uh, so yeah, what do you think of this comic haul? What do you think of modern comics? What do you think of like Golden Age and all these kind of stuff? What do you think of buying restored comics? Like, is it a good deal or a bad deal, or do you mind the purple label? So just leave that feedback below. I'd love to hear it. Speaking, you can see like my Batman behind me. That's also restored. So that's kind of funny. So yeah, so leave your comments below. Also, I recommend check me out on Instagram because I'm posting some really cool stuff there as well. So you might want to check that out, and check out my community tab on this channel because I'm posting out some special stuff there too. And if you remember, I post out a little extra on my community channel. So you can join the membership if you really want. It's not necessary. I just love doing these videos. So just having people watch my videos, having people subscribe to my channel is an honor. Okay, thank you again. Bye for now.